Crossing the Line is not a show intended to bully or harass anyone. Do not go out of your way to mess with the authors who write these fanfics. They make what we do possible. Thanks. Enjoy.
and tricks. And tricks. Trouble in the air, what you gonna do?
It's a cold, it's a fever, or maybe the flu.
I can't wait to see Knuckles punch Sonic in the head.
Same. I can't wait to see Eggman slap Knuckles upside the head.
I am really excited to see more Jim Carrey Eggman. I remember seeing the first movie in theaters and being blown away.
Hell yes.
Such a good gag.
The movie you're referencing about watching has already been out for like 3 months at least.
It's true. It's fine.
You're not topical. We're not gonna get any views. Sonic 2 is already forgotten.
What about Sonic Frontiers?
Steven?
What can I say?
I mean, everybody's
You're the
kinda
resident
sad.
Sonic man.
Well, it's supposed to come out this year, right?
Yes, and holiday, yeah.
Alright. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Some people are being very mean. Like, there's right to the point where someone found a developer's name and was like attacking them and shit, as if they have like.
God damn.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. I'm a lot more hyped for it after this past thing that we saw today with IGN and whatnot, because IGN
What
has
was
been.
that? Don't date the episode. Speak what you see.
That's what I'm trying.
Paint a picture.
I'm doing it. So everything that we've seen up until this point has been from IGN, and IGN just today released another hands-on thing with Frontiers, and the fellow went over what he thought based on 4 hours of playing the game, but he also prefaced that everything we've seen up until this point was based on a early build and all that mess, which a lot of people theorized back when Forces was first showcased that it was an early build, but we never got any kind of like confirmation on that. But this time we actually do know that is the case with what we've seen. But they also went over some new stuff like confirmed some characters that were gonna be in the game, like Amy and Knuckles, which is nice. They also went over that the game has an experience and leveling up system as well as a skill tree, which is really neat.
It's just like One Piece. What's that one called?
World Seeker.
Yeah, World Seeker.
What I will say is that the enemy design that we've seen has felt pretty complete. Like there's an okay enemy variety, and it seems like Sonic interacts with them in a thoughtful way. And I don't know, if it's an early build of one area, that's totally fine. I think there's time for it to be composed. I think people are worried because it's free-form open world, or it seems to be based on the area we've seen. And the movement looks a little bit lackluster, like it's just going forward or doing the beam. But if there's a skill tree, I mean, it's pretty obvious or likely that it's going to be like movement related, so movement might feel a little bit better, and there might be more opportunities to play around with that. And you know, you just want to run around and go fast. People have been wanting this for a long time, so they're getting it. If it's not the same art style they expect, you know, whether you like it or not, modern graphics that are quote unquote really good or high res or whatever just sell better. So it makes sense they want it to look like good, I guess.
And something that I do appreciate from this IGN showcase was that like they sung its praises, but they also did like bring up a few things that a lot of other people have brought up so far based on the early build. Was really the only bad things they had to say about was poppin' and certain animations looking weird, but like that's basically what everyone else has been complaining about. But like, if that's really the worst thing you can complain about in a Sonic game, like, you gotta admit that's honestly already a pretty big thing.
Yeah, we don't even know what the goal of the area is yet. Like, there's a lot to be seen. It's fine. I think it's nice they're gonna go with the open world thing, or like try to do it at least, because if it feels good at the end of the day, it'll be fun to run around. So, you know, whatever.
It's too early for me to really speak one way or the other of the quality of the game, because who knows how we've seen. I think with a lot of modern stuff, a trailer for a game or something will more or less give you like the full game experience jam-packed in there. So who knows, maybe this is all there is to the game, or maybe there's a whole lot we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So like it really just depends on what more announcements come out over time, because like right now, like the game is all we know about the game is you run around and you fight stuff, and that's all we know about the game, which like just isn't enough for me to want to formulate an opinion on it. I'll say when the Sonic Central, we're recording this on the episode the Sonic Central came out, by the way.
Yeah.
The when they showed the gameplay, but with like actual fucking Sonic music and not just the moody ambience on, the gameplay did look better by proxy.
Yeah, I was thinking
just
the
because
same
they
thing.
played Night of the Wind and it made it look much cooler.
I was like, wow, I'm excited now. All of a sudden, they're not listening to ambient music.
Yeah, it just doesn't work, especially when you're trying to fight stuff, because it's so like calming and like explorative.
Felt like Nier Automata or something.
Yeah, when Sonic has always been like over the top ridiculousness, and this one feels like it's really trying to ground him in ways. So if they can bring back that kind of energy to it, then I would be all for it. He seems so like leveled out and low to the ground. When Sonic's always been like Dr. Robotnik fucking shot at the moon just as an idle threat.
Yeah, exactly.
And like now it's like we don't even know what's going on. It just looks like he's running around. So we just need to see more.
Yeah, we definitely, like, it is what it is. IGN can say whatever they fucking say, and at the end of the day, whatever comes out's gonna speak for itself. But like, yeah, I agree. We definitely need more music variety. Like, they did go over that too. How the first 4 hours that they were playing, like, everything was like kind of that Zelda ambient kind of music, and Izuka apparently wanted that direction for the game, so it might be just how it is. But I've also seen on Twitter someone post like the Japanese version of the theme song, which is a damn good song if it's actually what it is,
Who knows?
because it's much more Sonic than the ambient music.
Steven and I got today's Sonic Hurdle in one.
It's true.
I will say that
Sonic Hurdle is a website that's much like Wordle, where they give you a second of a song and you have to try to guess it.
let's see.
It was the Sonic Colors theme song. It was really easy.
Yeah.
Like, if it's going to be open world and you're in the same area for a very long time running around doing small, tedious tasks, it gets grating to have, like, the pumped up music. So maybe they're going with the ambient because it's a little bit less, like, grating.
I mean, that's true. That was a big fucking complaint with Unleashed with the Werehog stages, was that every time you ran into something, it would play the same song.
Yeah, like, and that song is just like, it gets you pumped up like the first 2 or 3 times, and it immediately kind of turns around on itself.
Yeah.
Because it so frequently changes between like the calm stage music to the fucking battle theme. That's the same theme in every single stage. If they were smart, they would have made it like a fucking what's the musical term for when the song changes, but it's like the same beats?
I don't know the term, but it's like a
reprisal or something. Undertale does it a lot.
Yeah.
Where they it's the same song, but it's played in different tones and stuff.
Right. I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
I'm not
Speaking
a
of which,
musician.
didn't Toby Fox do music for it? Or is that something else we're talking about today?
He did music for Pokemon, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it would be really cool if they made a game where Dr. Robotnik had a virus inside of him from eating an egg he pulled out of a monkey's mouth, and Sonic had to go inside of him and take care of it.
Sonic monkeypox.
I would love to play a Sonic game inside of somebody's body. It sounds cool.
Eggman's inside story.
There we go.
Yeah, it's Osmosis Jones time. But, Sonic is still related because he's tied to fan fiction in a way that is inseparable.
Except I don't think there was a single Sonic crossover with Osmosis Jones.
Were you looking for one?
I was looking at the whole list. I didn't see Sonic.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Wouldn't it be so cool? Like, I was saying this at Waffle House last night, how Thrax and Knuckles are pretty much the same character.
What do you mean?
They're red, they have pointy dreads, they've got a dangerous finger.
Pointy dreads.
Dangerous finger.
Do you think do you think Knuckles washes his hair?
No.
No, that's how they stay in dreads.
None
Okay.
of them bathe.
I'm glad you both defended that so quickly.
Welcome to Crossing the Line, a fan fiction podcast where we read, review, and critique fan fiction for your listening pleasure. I'm George G. Poole. As always, I've got my two co-hosts, Elias Viva Vlogs
Hello.
and Stephen Blue Breed.
Hello.
Stephen, if you had anthrax, what would you do?
I'd go to the hospital.
If you were eating your fried chicken and your heart started to overheat when you were driving down the highway, and then your daughter on the school bus saw you getting pulled up on a stretcher.
That sounds like a tragedy.
Give her the peace
It's
sign.
what happened in the movie.
I know.
It is a tragedy. His heart stopped.
He's dying.
Good thing Ozzy and Drix got to move to their own TV show afterwards and leave the body of Bill Murray.
Good thing. Yeah, good thing they have had one single drawing of Bill Murray and a mosquito land on his arm and suck them up through his bloodstream, and then they fucking got injected into a gross little boy with a horrible cast of characters inside of him.
Yeah, the mayor being like an equivalent of him, like a teenage boy, is really annoying.
He is really annoying. He's such an awful character.
He is.
I prefer the gross short man mayor inside of Bill Murray.
Yeah, we watched like 1.5 episodes of Ozzy and Drix, the TV show, in preparation.
It was bad.
And two
Drix and
YouTube
all
groups.
kept changing size.
We tried really hard to find a YouTube poop that was worth anything, but we couldn't.
It's a barren wasteland, honestly.
There were recent ones. Like, why are people doing this now?
They're just trying to go for untrampled dirt.
Yeah, true.
There's a flower out there somewhere. You just have to find it.
Somewhere out there they make Bill Murray actually die, and that's the YouTube poop.
No, nobody YouTube pooped the scene of Bill Murray wrestling with a monkey.
You
That's
think?
free.
Just put Donkey Kong noises over it, it'll be perfect.
Just have him just do it and then play it again a little faster, a little faster, a little faster, and then the monkey's head falls over or something.
See, he's laughing already.
Why
Superimpose the monkey's head over the egg as it falls to the floor.
YouTube poop. Bill Murray gets monkeypox.
YTP, Bill Murray's a bad dad.
Who wants to read their Osmosis Jones fanfiction first?
Me.
Okie doke.
It's a short one, but deal with it.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Here we go. We're starting surprisingly early despite how much Sonic we talked about. Thrax sighed. He was still in hell after the whole Frank debacle and was confined there for the foreseeable future.
Where on Frank's body is hell?
This is after Frank.
Oh.
Don't you remember they had...
Frank died?
Yeah, something happened, or Thrax made a getaway outside of his body, but then Osmosis Jones got thrown like a boomerang out of Frank, and they landed on his daughter's fake eyelash, and then they had the fight, and then the fake eyelash broke off, and Osmosis Jones got out of there, and Thrax melted in the fucking alcohol.
Whoa.
It was epic. It was animated really scary.
Thanks for remembering that for me.
I taped this movie on VHS. I have a very specific memory with it where I was at my grandma's house with my brother and sister, and I said, I want to tape this movie, Grandma, and she said, okay, so she did it for me. And then halfway through the movie, my brother and his sister got in a screaming match, and then the commercial started playing, and I was trying to tell my grandma, Grandma, pause the recording, Grandma, pause the recording, but she was trying to tell them all to stop it, and so now there's just random commercials inside the Osmosis Jones tape.
Whoa.
It was tragic.
That reminds me, I cannot remember any movies I've seen as a child. I watched Ratatouille on loop on a road trip one time, so I must have watched Ratatouille 8 times in a row, and I barely remember that movie.
Oh no. What about the game?
I like the game more. Okay, please continue.
My favorite movie as a child was Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey. I would watch that so many times. It was about the 2 dogs and the cat that get taken to a family's house so they can go on vacation. But then they're like, "Oh my God, they forgot to bring us home. What do we do?" And then they break out and they try to find their way home. It's a very thrilling story.
Sounds like an incredible journey.
It is. They all talk. They all talk.
Mhm. I like the cat. He looked like my cat.
Her name's Sassy. What are the other characters' names?
Fido and Bark.
Shadow
Fido and Bark.
and Chance. They called him Chance because they took a chance on him.
I think I actually knew that. I have seen the movie. It's just been a very long time.
They made a sequel that wasn't very good. They were like in the city.
That sounds familiar. I feel like those played on Disney Channel.
I think they were Disney movies actually. But it was a good movie. We should watch that instead of watching Sonic 2.
Yeah, we'll see how Dakota feels about it.
His superiors had been less than pleased that he had failed in his mission to corrupt and kill Frank via viral infection. Stupid Jones. Stupid everybody. He sighed again. He's still in hell, by the way.
Anti-hero? Question mark?
No. He's in hell.
He's the protagonist, though.
That doesn't make him a hero.
He could redeem himself in hell.
He sighed again, staring into his shot glass of vodka.
In hell?
Yeah.
At a bar?
He's so small. He was currently at Hell's one and only bar, which changed its name every few centuries. Right now, some idiot had termed it Hell's Kitchen, and the name had stuck.
It's not a kitchen, it's a bar.
Thrax downed his glass in one go, but still got a hint of the taste. He grimaced. A burned man slid into the chair opposite him. He wore a hideous Christmas sweater and a fedora, but what immediately attracted Thrax's attention was the clawed, gloved hand. He knew demons with claws.
Freddy Krueger. What kind of asshole wears a Christmas sweater and a fedora?
In hell.
That makes sense.
He's also a burned man.
Yeah.
He knew demons with claws, but this one seemed like he knew how to use it, and Thrax knew that it was a rarity these days, with most of the denizens of hell upstairs, so to speak. Finished staring, bitch, the burned man sneered.
They're the same size.
Sure. It doesn't matter, they're in hell.
Freddy Krueger's looking down at this cell-sized object.
Looking up at him.
It's on the tip of his glove.
Just talking to himself at the bar. Finished, bitch.
It's literally microscopic.
I'm finished, bitch.
You sat next to me, baby, Thrax replied, easing into a familiar routine of bullying his potential whatever the man was.
This microscopic size being bullying him.
It seemed this one knew how to play too, another rarity. The burned man fixed his blue eyes on Thrax. Thrax grinned. Now that he had the man's attention, time to cut him down a notch. So, what's a demon like you doing in a place like this? Teenagers are sick fuckers, you, the burned man stated simply.
Teenagers are sick fuckers.
You would say that.
I asked you first, baby, Thrax replied. And I answered. Your turn. The burned man held up a clawed glove threateningly close to Thrax's throat.
The burn man.
I will give Thrax at most 1 foot tall. He's in a booster seat with his legs out, and they do not go over the seat.
Infecting is not as easy as it used to be, Thrax said evasively. Oh, I don't know about that. You look pretty easy to catch, bitch, the burned man said slyly. In the later movies, he says bitch in like every other sentence. It's pretty cool.
Does Thrax say baby a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thrax quickly calculated how much he was willing to put up with in order to get the burned man into his bed.
What?
What the fuck?
He was a little on the small side, but he had decent bone structure under all those burns, and he seemed talented enough to keep up with Thrax.
He's small, Thrax. Thrax, you are so small.
Wanna catch me, baby? I'm a little. He lit up his claw. Hot to handle. The burned man's breath caught in his throat. It seemed a little fire put him off. Pity. Thrax turned to pick up his drink. After he swallowed it down, the burned man spoke up. Uninterested already? Too bad, bitch. A clawed glove seized Thrax's face. Before he could protest or even say much of anything, the burned man had his tongue down Thrax's throat,
Whoa.
massaging Thrax's tongue with his tongue.
Oh, no.
Damn if that didn't feel good. Throwing caution to... He's making out with Anthrax. You could not be any farther from an STD.
I guess you can't get that in hell.
What a fucking nightmare.
Throwing caution to the wind, Thrax started kissing the burned man back. A knee crept up between his thighs with just enough pressure to force him backwards. It would seem the burned man liked the top, which, despite appearances, was just fine with Thrax. He could always get a slice of the burned man's rather tempting ass later. All thought disappeared as the burned man continued pressing Thrax with his knee. Thrax's back hit the bar. To escape the pressure of the knee between his thighs, he accidentally on purpose leaned back, burying his neck in submission. "Like that, bitch," the burned man said. "Yes," Thrax moaned, uncaring how the entire bar was staring at them now, secondhand lust burning in their gazes.
How do you think they're doing this at the table?
Who do you
On
think?
the table?
Who do you think's in the bar?
Bill Murray. One of their characters from Osmosis Jones would be here. Ozzy, maybe.
Why would Ozzy go to hell?
I mean, he's a cop. He's a cop, but he's kind of a dick.
I'm sure he earns it somewhere in that show.
I was hoping for like other non-Osmosis Jones characters.
The yellow M&M.
What did he go for?
What did he do?
He's annoying. I don't
Too
know.
many people choked on him thinking he was regular Eminem.
Yeah. He was too nutty.
Let's take this somewhere a bit more private, shall we? The burned man said before dragging Thrax out of the bar.
With his claw hand.
Yeah.
He dragged Thrax to the alley behind the bar before sliding in for another searing kiss.
Okay.
Thought you wanted more privacy, baby. Thrax gasped between moans.
Thrax is on the defense.
The burned man raked Thrax's clothes off with his clawed gloves, scraping
Aw.
skin. You need to stop calling me baby, bitch, he said warningly. Didn't exactly catch your name earlier, baby, said Thrax, deliberately emphasizing the baby.
He's making him mad.
It's Freddy, and you better learn it fast, bitch, because in a minute, that's all you're gonna remember.
Such an unintimidating name.
It's Freddy. The burnt Freddy said. Somehow, it fit the smaller man to a T. Freddy wasn't usually a sexy name in Thrax's book, but he was very quickly changing his stance on that.
I hate they keep calling him small.
Just like, I guess, like, compared to other movie maniacal maniac characters, like, he's no Jason Voorhees, he's no Michael Myers.
I'll look up his canonical height.
Freddy. Thrax groaned deep in his throat. Something on your mind, bitch?
He's 5'10".
He's 4'8".
He's not that short.
He's 4'8".
He's not. That's like the fucking King of Fighters
He's
character.
an actual midget.
Hey!
The King of Fighters character. It's just Freddy Krueger, but a little man.
Mm-hmm.
It's Thrax, baby. Thrax tried to drawl, but the effect was ruined by the breathlessness in his tone. Freddy grinned, leaning in to whisper in Thrax's ear, You're gonna get called a bitch, because that's exactly what you are. My bitch.
You're gonna get called a bitch.
It's like, okay.
Thrax couldn't help another groan slipping past his lips. Damn this sexy-ass, crudely worded fucker. Freddy began removing the shredded remains of Thrax's clothes. Again, thought you wanted privacy for this. Thrax really was proud of himself. He finally managed to get a whole sentence out without making any noise. Freddy, on the other hand, seemed less pleased.
Can't wait to get in you, bitch. Gonna have to do it hard and fast, sexy.
With that, Freddy began massaging Thrax's upper thighs before pulling Thrax flush against himself, crowding him in the alley wall. Thrax, for his part, hadn't stopped making little mewling noises since Freddy had told him he was sexy. What is a mewling noise?
This is your second alleyway rape story in the last 6 months.
Hey! It's consensual!
I don't know, like he's calling him bitch.
He likes it.
You're gonna get called a bitch. 'Cause that's what you are.
He said my bitch. It's romantic.
You're right.
Freddy was now moving his ungloved hand toward Thrax's rear.
Take the glove off. Oh no, it's the other hand. Never mind.
No, he switched hands with it. He took it off and put it on the other hand. So now the thumb is like hanging off the back of his hand.
Now he's got the dull side of the blades on.
Thrax was about to get fucked like a little bitch, and he was acting the part, and he couldn't care less. He just wanted the smaller man in him already.
This is not the Thrax I know.
Like a little bitch.
Freddy, however, was taking his sweet time. He had a finger in Thrax up to the second knuckle, but even with Thrax's eager participation, this would take a minute or two.
Which
To
finger?
help pass the time, Freddy left little love bites on Thrax's luscious red skin.
Pass the time. His middle finger.
With clawed hand.
Yeah.
A few minutes later, Freddy had Thrax all loosened up and pulled his fingers out. Thrax whined at the loss, but perked up when he felt something a lot bigger than he had imagined prodding at his entrance. Freddy was huge!
Wasn't Freddy already fucking him?
No, he was fingering him.
But like in the bar?
No, he had his knee up against his crotch, though.
Oh, okay. They were just overplaying it.
Freddy was going to split him open. At the thought, Thrax moaned and wrapped his legs around Freddy's waist. I thought he was like face against the wall, but I guess not.
I guess not.
Freddy slid into Thrax really slowly at first, then pulled out and slammed back into Thrax's burning hole. "Fuck!" screamed Thrax before rocking back on the cock that was splitting him in half in the best worst way. Freddy laughed breathlessly.
Like that, don't you, bitch? Bitch!
Thrax nodded, nearly incoherent, but then Freddy found his prostate and he truly lost all coherency. He chased after his orgasm, hearing only the slap of balls against his ass and his own heartbeat pulsating in his heart ears.
Oh my god.
He came screaming Freddy's name, while Freddy only grunted, triggered by Thrax's release into his own, painting Thrax's insides white with his seed. They stayed together for several minutes, coming down from the high. Freddy pulled out, then tossed Thrax's trench coat, which had mercilessly not been damaged when he shredded Thrax's other clothes. Thrax looked a question at him, and he smirked. "I'm not done with you yet, bitch." That's the end.
Wow. I rate that one Gordon Ramsay staring from behind the bar at this situation.
What the fuck are you two doing? Well, we better take this outside.
Out of my kitchen! I make bar.
I give that story Thrax giving Freddy something out of 10.
Yeah, Anthrax.
Yeah. Penile Anthrax.
I rate that story a white picket fence. Okay, Steven, tell me, fuck, I don't know, man.
What was your favorite part from the new Ozzy and Drix that we saw?
It's not new. And also none of it. The show is not good. It's poorly paced. The art is okay at best.
You didn't like any of the faces we saw?
No, sir.
You didn't like how big the feet on the weird brain person was?
Nope.
The brain kid?
Nope. Didn't like that at all.
What about the testosterone man?
I didn't. I like that he was voiced by Jack Spicer,
True.
but that was it.
Mm.
He can only play dirtbags.
Where's that video essay?
That episode was so stupid. They could have so easily overpowered him right then and there, but then they're like, no, hold on, we gotta go get girls to distract these other guys, even though all the other guys got kicked into a pit together.
It's true. They had to go find Miss Pac-Man or whatever the hell that one woman was.
Steven, do you want to go on a long tirade about the Miss Pac-Man debacle?
It is very upsetting. So, Namco recently released a Pac-Man museum game and whatnot, and of course one of the things that people noticed the most was the absence of Miss Pac-Man from Pac-Land. And after doing some research, I found out that in a lot of the re-releases of old Pac-Man games that featured Miss Pac-Man, as well as the Miss Pac-Man games themselves, she's been replaced with a character named Pac-Mom. And the reason this is a company named At Games wanted to do some mini arcade machines with Miss Pac-Man, and they got the rights to do so. However, they somehow finagled it so that they would have revenue rights to Miss Pac-Man, and so Namco cannot make any new Miss Pac-Man content without paying them revenue.
You'll never get a cent out of me.
You'll never get a cent out of me. I'd rather Miss Pac-Man come here right now and eat you all alive. Sorry about that.
Okay, I've got my fanfiction.
Let me look up a photo of Pac-Mom and rate her compared to Miss Pac-Man.
Okay, dope.
Alright.
That her?
That's her. There's another good. I think there's like one piece of art of her that's good that gives her a ponytail. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
That one's... No, that's just old Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's just Pepper from the cartoon.
Pac-Mom.
Yeah, that's not the good art, but that's like the statue of the Namco, the Pac-Man Museum.
Her hat's sexy.
The sun hat is nice. Let's see here.
Miss Pac-Man's sexier, though.
I prefer Miss Pac-Man, absolutely.
Look at that. She's got the fucking eyeshadow. She's squinting. Her legs are coming out.
She has the beauty mark.
God fucking damn.
Damn!
Pac-Master's wife. Pac-Master?
Well, Pac-Master.
Pac-Master's wife is the mother of Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Baby, and the wife of Pac-Master. Oh, so is she... Oh, is she Pac-Man's mom? Is that what I'm getting at?
Not a clue.
Who's Pac-Master?
It's a good question.
There's a whole rabbit hole of information going on.
There really is.
Because it says she's the mom of Miss Pac-Man.
Damn.
She is a female Pac person wearing a pink hat and lipstick. Her gloves and boots are purple.
This Pac-Man lore is too much.
Yeah, where's Pac-Master? I need to get to the bottom of this.
At least Professor Pac survived.
Professor Pac.
Yeah.
Professor Pac-Man.
Okay. Read my fanfiction.
Okay. Dr. Buttocks. Circumference.
Oh,
Stop
that's from-
watching the Pac-Man show.
That's from Ghostly Adventures.
That show's awful.
You brought it up. So, you remember in that Ozzy and Drix episode where Ozzy accidentally enters Christine's body after an accident at the pool involving Hector, right?
No.
Well, here is a fanfic which should deliver the best explanation of gender morphosis possible. This fanfic will actually tell how it works for those who are wondering, except this explanation is not canon in any way. It's just my idea on how it works since I thought about a possibility while watching the episode, waiting for the episode to explain the details about the workings of gender morphosis, which it never really did. So I decided to write a fanfiction like I planned to it for the show if it didn't explain it. So here you go, and I hope you enjoy. Warning. may contain spoilers for the episode, so it's advised you watch the episode before reading if you don't want it spoiled for you.
Alright, hold on. We have to go watch the gender dysphoria episode. Okay, we're back.
Okay. It was 30 minutes after Ozzy got back from Christine's body to Hector's through the eye, and a thought kept running through his mind that kept bugging him. How gender morphization really works. I know Drix said something.
Sorry, there's apparently been
Marie?
Yeah, there's apparently been multiple new females that they've been trying to introduce to replace her, and Pac Mary is like one of the Pac Mom's the most recent one. Pac Mary was like one of the earlier ones.
Interesting that she has hair.
Yeah,
It makes her a girl.
Okay.
Sorry, continue.
I know Drix said something about being stuck a female cell. I sound like Chris Rock.
Yeah, do your best.
I know Drix said something about being stuck a female cell if I didn't get out of Christine in time. But how does it work? He thought to himself as he packed back and forth in Drix's office. I mean, he never really told me exactly how it worked, like how the cell becomes more of a female instead of a male. Is there some kind of weird, whacked-out female hormone that does this? Or do cells develop some type of female DNA as they stay in the body? So presumably, Ozzy got put into a girl's body and turned into a girl temporarily until he got back. But, like, there are plenty of female cells inside of Hector's body, so I don't know. I think the author's just overthinking it and going through a bit of self-discovery right now.
Probably.
Honestly.
That's a good place for it.
True.
Yep. In Ozzy's police training, he'd never learned about what happened to the male cells in females' bodies. Heck, he'd never even heard about it. When he first stumbled into Christine's body, he was just fine. Nothing went wrong with him until he was talking to the ladies who had blasted the germ that was with him. Then, everything started getting girly from there. He started using words that some would probably use at one point, when one of the girls who tagged along with him said that he was afraid he was becoming girly. He denied that he would ever become girly. Later, after hearing Drix's explanation of what was happening to him, he finally understood. Except once he was back in Hector's body, he couldn't help but wonder why a male cell would become a female. It just didn't seem right.
You think this author got fucked up by that episode of Kids Next Door and number 4 gets sent to the all-girls school?
Just a cruddy girl.
The timeline about works out.
And then they tried to turn number 4 into a girl with a big ray gun. They shot his hand and they had nail polish.
Uh-oh. As he was trying to think of how it worked, Drix came in.
Oh no.
Ah, Drix, my man, Ozzy said with a smile. Pleased to see Drix since he knew the pill would be able to explain things better.
Oh no.
Now you're going to be going through a few changes.
He's going to ask Drix some bad questions.
Let me tell you about the white blood cells and the red blood cells.
I've been waiting for you. Why? Drix asked, curiosity showing on his face.
Why? I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you see, I was just curious about that gender morph thingy, and I want to know more about it, the white blood cell told him. Like, how does gender morphization even work? Well, you see, Ozzy, when a cell enters a female's body, their DNA starts to change to match that of the female body. So they start to change. Drix began to explain. He's like talking with the cadence of a 12-year-old. So they start to change. Drix begins to explain. It's unknown whether the female hormones are involved, but some believe there is a possibility. Whoa, wait a minute, what? Ozzy asked, taken aback by the last thing Drix had said. You mean to tell me that female hormones could have been affecting me? Well, yes, Drix said, a finger to his chin in thought.
His chin.
But like I said, there is a possibility, but mostly it's the female DNA affecting you. So back to the DNA starting to change, Ozzy began. So how does the permanently becoming a girl thing work? Drix like, well, I didn't say that, but
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from, but you do you, okay?
well, as you already know, once you're inside Christine's body long enough, you will permanently change to a female, Drix explained.
That's right, boys never have sex.
But how you're not able to change back to a male is unknown. But what is known is that something is keeping you from reverting back to your male self. Even if you go back to the male body.
He's running out of steam.
He's running out of excuses.
Perhaps that's where the female hormones come in. Wait, so you saying is, if I was stuck in Christine's body any longer, I would have changed permanently because first my DNA starts to change, then I get those female hormones that keep me from turning back. I'm afraid so, Ozzy, Drix said, as if he were ashamed to admit it. Well, I'm glad I was able to get out of there and keep my manliness, Ozzy said happily, thankful to have gotten back in Hector's body before he became a girl forever. Yeah, sure, Drix said with a smile as he rolled his eyes playfully. What's that supposed to mean? Ozzy questioned, looking at Drix skeptically. Oh, nothing, Drix said, looking up as he remembered the one time Ozzy screamed like a girl when he was not tied up and almost dunked into a boiling hot substance by Smirch.
Good memories.
This person has a deep encyclopedic knowledge of Ozzy and Drix.
They're the reason it got 2 seasons.
You better not be thinking what I think you're thinking, Ozzy muttered, slightly glaring at the cold pill from the corner of his eye.
The time where I screamed like a girl when I was tied up.
By Smirch.
Well, whatever you fucking said. That long-winded paragraph.
What? It was funny, Drix said with a laugh.
You're funny.
Yeah, to you, Ozzy retorted, crossing his arms and looking away, his eyes closed. To me, it was utter embarrassment. Well, one thing's for sure. It's good to have you back, Drix said, giving Ozzy a slap on the back.
Slap on the ass.
And it's good to be back, Ozzy said with a roll of his eyes, a hint of sarcasm in his voice. I'm sorry this is short, but this story was meant to explain my theory/headcanon of how gender morphization works. I hope it made sense. Anyway, I hope you like it and enjoy. The end.
Woo. I rate that story a firm pat on the white blood cell ass.
Right, that Drix looking at his smartphone on the Wikipedia article. Let me see. Let me think on that one.
Man, he can only do that one-handed.
Oh, yeah, true. Smashes his phone with his fucking gun.
I rate that a harebrained scheme for Ozzy to get him and Drix back into a female body instead. Out of 10.
Hairbrained.
Alright, Steven, take us home.
Alright.
Give us the goods.
Haha, I finally caught you, Heart Virus. Now to send you off to a body that isn't any of the Z fighters, Roku said to him. Roku is a white blood cell that looks like Goku.
I finally found you, non-discriminate heart virus.
Oh, it's the Goku's heart virus for the show.
Let's put you in another body that's not. You can terminate any other parts other than the Z fighters, okay?
Yeah, we
just
need
not
those people.
Goku.
We need to just die from this virus, alright? Natural causes, you won't be wished back. You'll
Trunks
stay wherever.
Trunks went back in time to give Goku Drix and all.
You'll be Boo's problem soon.
It's like a Z.
Boo's like, I don't feel so good. I'm not dead. It feels kind of like a slow thing.
Boo! Why the fuck? Stop panting!
Boo, you look okay. I don't feel okay.
Goku sneezes in Majin Buu's face and he gets a heart virus.
You know, that's honestly a good question. Like, do you think the fucking virus is anywhere still dormant in his body?
No, but Dragon Ball Super would definitely bring it back up.
Thanks to Roku.
It's pretty funny how they just like say, yeah, it's a virus is you caught a virus, Goku. I don't know how it happened, but whatever. Why didn't Trunks just like tell him about like why didn't they research the virus? Why did they just give him medicine?
Oh, is the cure?
Yeah, but why didn't they could have stopped him from getting it probably. Yeah. I bet.
They can't control Goku's diet. He's eating shit all the time. That's true. Giving himself all sorts of viruses.
He's had thorax in his body more times than he can count.
Good thing Roku's so strong.
In fucking Dragon Ball Abridged, they just made it heartburn. It's like, oh, my chest hurts. In the middle of the fight with the android.
All I did was eat an entire boar.
Yeah. He's like in the fucking bed for so long.
It's true.
I'm glad Roku went Supercell. Now he can do anything.
Roku.
Roku said to him before holding the said virus and using the instant transmission to the nearest body there was. and would you look at that? Hector was on a camping trip in his vacation, and Roku teleported into the city.
In
He's
Japan?
gonna give it to this child.
Dude, Hector's
Just
on
leave him on the
vacation.
side of the road. You don't have to put him in someone else.
Hector's on vacation in Gingertown.
Oh no.
He's about to. Hector's gonna get such a bad heart pain.
And then get absorbed by Cell.
He's gonna put him in Hector from the show.
Yeah!
He's only a kid.
He was the nearest body.
Goku's got like a godly immune system, probably.
Hector's gonna go fucking Super Saiyan.
Hector's gonna stop in his tracks and die instantly.
He's gonna have a single Saiyan cell in him. He's gonna get so powerful.
Whoa. He's gonna train his Saiyan cells.
He's gonna, one of his single one pube is gonna turn golden.
Oh no.
Oh,
His one chin hair.
from the puberty episode we watched.
Looks like a good body, but I may need to stay here just in case, Roku said before having the arrive at him with a little someone called Osmosis Jones.
God,
Okay.
I hope Osmosis Jones and Roku do the fusion dance.
Oh god. Well, what do we have here? A virus? A trespasser? The chief said as he got out of his car, taking a good eye on the white blood cell with his goofy hair and GI. He looked very his goofy hair and gi. He looked very suspicious.
The chief watches this white blood cell teleport in with a virus and then teleport out. He's like, what was that?
There's a white blood cell with like blobby Goku hair. And a gi. Roku.
What if right before Cell exploded, Roku teleported him into Hector's body?
Well,
He teleported a tiny exploding cell.
Blew up Hector's esophagus.
He blew up his heart, made him have heart failure.
Set off his pancreas.
Killed his liver.
Hunter, what's wrong?
He's like,
Here, take some
Osmosis
drinks and
Jones,
all.
please help.
He knows his name.
He knows the concept that cells are cartoon characters inside of his body. Here, take a couple drinks and all. Okay. And there's like 16 Dricks all running around.
Oh my god.
That one pill sure lasted a long time in Hector's body. Enough for 2 seasons.
Well, it was supposed to get peed out of Bill Murray, but he decided against it. The mayor was like, "Yeah, bye, see ya. We don't need your help."
Oh yeah.
And then he went to the fucking balls to get pissed out.
Look, I'm not here for any trouble. I just need to drop this guy off here so that the human in this body will develop an immunity to him, he said, but the said virus was gone, though very weakened, at 0.000000001% of his normal power, making him still stronger than a common cold. So he went to the...
Jeez.
Yeah, Jesus. So he went to the place he could get back up in. What guy? The chief asked.
You brought a deadly virus into my boy.
Yeah, but he'll be fine. Damn, Steven, you can get 50% off your first app order at Crystal.
Oh, fuck yeah. A special someone looking at the thing running away. He became suspicious, but he had to stay here. He wanted to prove that he wouldn't cause any trouble. Roku said, putting his hands up and letting them handcuff him, sending him to the jail.
I thought he was going to put his hand behind his head and scratch.
Right? What the hell? He let himself get arrested.
Yeah.
That takes care of that, the chief said, then looking at Jones and Drix. Oh wait, you managed to stay in the same place, he said sarcastically before him and the rest of them left, but Ozzy and Drix were talking to themselves a bit. Okay, you saw that too, right? The white blood cell asked the cold pill. Yeah, but we need more evidence that that virus isn't just the flu, the pill said to him. But we may need more backup. But who may know about that virus? The pill asked, now
Gee,
afraid.
I wonder if Roku could tell us anything.
Oh, I know who, he said before driving off to the jail to recover you-know-who.
Thrax.
Ooh. Chapter 2. Roku sat in the jail. The white blood cell is very capable of destroying it, but he doesn't have the strength to face an entire body full of white blood cells, plus the cold pill.
Drix would fucking blow a hole through his chest. Drixiehameha.
Drix can do the Hell's Splash.
He picks him up and throws him on the ground. Ah!
Rocket Punch.
God, I love that fight.
16's
so cool. He just picks up Cell and throws him on the ground.
He does. He rips his fucking tail off. Though he had a friend back at home with the same look, except he was much stronger looking, he sat down playing around with a ball of key, which he then stops at the cop who arrived, which bailed him out. Yo, name's Osmosis, the white blood cell said. Now, I saw that heart virus thing you were talking about, and it looks nasty. What are its symptoms? We don't want Hector to get sick with something that seems no one has any information about, he added with a cold pill behind him. Yes, a virus. He looks exactly like someone, and he can use their powers, Roku said to them, looking down. Worst case scenario, he'll take the mayor and kill him, he said, sighing. Oh, worst case, huh?
Oh, the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's such a pushover.
That's true. His heart's gonna fail. Looking at the direction of the heart, the three then walked to Jones's car. Why do you use this? Roku asked them, because in Goku everyone knows how to fly. So he sat down feeling weird.
How many white blood cells do you think Goku has?
All the things in Goku's body just float around in there.
His Saiyan cells.
His blood is just all white.
That's Ultra Instinct.
Make sure he doesn't get to the heart. Even the supplements that Goku took wasn't enough. Actually made him even sicker, Roku explained with Jix gasping.
That's not true. He would have died without those supplements.
Yeah.
What? The supplements defeated? He yelled in shock and awe.
Trunks said, you need to buy my supplements.
Take these gamer sups.
How
Fucking gas station variety pack of pills.
The energy.
In the future, they have these. Gas station bag of pills.
There's a bunch of vitamin B.
What would you do if you saw Trunks on gas station encounters?
This fucking rich boy, capsule corp boy, going into a gas station and taking a peanut butter pie.
He's stealing for fun.
Well, yeah, so many of the crooks in that channel have a lot of money to spend. They drive like nice cars, they buy like fucking lottery tickets and cartons of cigarettes. But then they'll steal petty shit like a cupcake or a Fig Newton.
Right, exactly. How bad is this monster? Asked Jones, now annoyed by Drix's yelling, now wondering because the supplements beat up the lead and they couldn't.
Trunks hides a Hershey bar in the hilt for his sword. Ow.
Sorry.
Well, he isn't bad if he doesn't control anyone, nor if he regains his full power, said Roku, now looking at the window. And this place is so small, he said.
Where I'm from.
All the cells are big and bulky. There's so much room on the biceps to play in.
Be quiet, jailbird.
Wait, how tall is your person? Jones asked, astonished that even with the growth spurt that he thought the buildings were small. He's about 5'7", he explained, with Drix and Jones astonished. Not even Frank was that tall.
What?
What? So, Exactly how long does it take for the virus to kill? Asked Drix, waiting for the response of Roku, who looked up at it. Don't worry, actually he didn't kill anyone. He only came to my person, and with the proper rest and medication, he finally died. So we thought.
He finally died.
He attacked the heart so bad that if everyone didn't attack him, the heart would have failed and died. But our defense was good, Roku said, sighing at the story.
There were 40 million Rokus.
Sigh. Anyways, now who's your problem?
Now who's your child's problem?
You're a freak.
Man, sounds like you've had a hard time. Here, we'll start the search of him tomorrow, said Jones, who looked at Drix, who then agreed.
Not tonight, though. I'm busy.
Thanks, but heart virus. He's a virus that looks exactly like a normal cell and can take over the membrane of the cell, so watch out, Roku implied. He isn't very contagious, but very deadly.
That's not implying, that's saying for fact what he can do.
Exactly. With a normal human like this boy, he would be dead in 3 hours if I'm not here, and that pill isn't here, and maybe the amount of police here, but he's nothing like you faced before. Let me compare him to something. I know. Scarlet fever. Compared to him, it's just a normal
Roku.
Roku's lore dumping so hard. So much more than Goku ever would.
He said, scaring the two. They then gulped and got out of the car, and Roku floated, leaving Jones shocked. How can a white blood cell fly? He said, screaming at this.
That's all he cares about. He went through all this thing about saying how deadly this virus is, and he just says, how can he fly? I want to fly.
Wait, white blood cells can't fly? Asked Roku, who was so used to it. No, they can't, said Jones, with Drix adding, well, some white blood cells do have mutations to give them powers like this. No, you see, Roku says, explaining the body of Goku, which has them shocked, sounding like this guy's strong.
That guy's so epic.
Yeah, not to brag, but we really beefed up our host.
Drix and Jones thought maybe we should make him stay here just in case virus attacks.
Make him stay. You better stay here. He fucking brought the virus here. You better not go fucking anywhere, Roku.
Roku touched their heads and read their minds.
That's such a power everyone forgets Goku can do.
Yeah, what the hell?
When he got to Namek for the first time, he just grabbed Krillin's brain and had all the information sapped into his own.
Goku can be super intelligent, but chooses not to be.
He's busy living a lighthearted life. Thinking about meat and
He can
fighting.
also put his hand out in midair and just erase his thoughts.
He can
be
also
stupider.
He can also put his hand out and hope someone will put money in it.
He can put his hand out and make anyone he dislikes disappear.
He can put his hand out and get a free ride somewhere. It doesn't have to fly.
He can put his hand out and get a high five.
If you high-fived Goku, your fucking arm would like invert in on itself.
It's true, inverted elbow.
Just like shoot inside you through your chest.
Oh god.
Gross.
Ugh. Oh, I'll stay here, he said, smiling at them, waiting for the response, which was the best thing. Wait, what? The duo yelled in shock, thinking, what can this guy not do? That's the end.
Yes, what can this guy not do?
Holy fuck. I'm gonna rate that story, Super Drixenol 3.
Wait, what happened to the virus that he brought in there? He just scamper away?
Yeah, he instant transmissioned him in there, and he immediately like tiptoed out of there. Roku wasn't looking.
God, that's so shitty of him.
Yeah, he should have been like holding him by the collar.
Right?
Imagine Drix with Super Saiyan 3 hair.
Roku could just do that to any of their problems. Just teleport him somewhere else.
Yeah, if the Osmosis Jones physics worked in Dragon Ball, they would have a whole arc inside of Goku's body.
Hell yeah, it'd be just like when they're in
Or all
boot.
all like these fucking blue Gokus trying to fight this Harudagarn looking thing.
I rate that one really ripped Osmosis Jones in a gi out of 10.
I give that the third Broly movie, Scarlet Fever, out of 10. Bio Broly.
No, that's what the virus looks like, Bio Broly.
Yeah.
That would be so scary to Osmosis Jones.
What the
twice his
hell
size.
is that? Osmosis Jones dies for real.
Oh.
Yeah, he throws a fucking green energy blast at him. And Hunter collapses. There's a horrible pain in his side.
His fucking liver explodes.
Probably during his, Fighter Z,
Level 3.
yeah, throwing his big virus ball.
Oh yeah, true. It's like in the first movie where he blows up that fucking slave planet just for shits and giggles, but it's Hector's body giving out. Oops, did I just kill your kid?
That would kill him too, though.
And then this microscopic Broly comes crawling out of the ashes.
Out of his ass cheeks.
It's the only way.
Jordan, what did you rate the story?
I rated it Super Saiyan 3 Drax.
No. Big
No,
hair.
Super Saiyan 3 Thrax.
Ooh, big dreads.
Yeah, they go down to his toes. His fingers 3 times longer.
Well. Alright, I guess we'll wrap it up and see you next time on 4th of July, right?
Our special 4th of July holiday fanfic writing episode.
Where we write our own fan fiction.
And don't forget to get your submission for the Scooby-Doo fanfiction jam sent in to us by July
Whoa.
1st. Deadline, officially. I'll make a tweet sometime.
Oh, I can't
Before
wait.
this episode goes out, there will be a tweet about it, so you won't even need to worry.
Amazing.
Just remind me to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for listening, everyone. See you next time. Hope
Thank
you
you.
enjoyed Ozzy and Drix, the show.
Thank you for listening. I did not enjoy watching Ozzy and Drix the show that we had to do for this episode.
If you're a big Ozzy and Drix fan, please write in the please write in the comments your defense.
Yeah, please.
Please tell us why we're wrong, why we should go fuck ourselves, and why Ozzy and Drix are the coolest duo.
Please write the transcript for your favorite episode in full.
Don't they have like a 500 character limit in YouTube comments?
Paraphrase
I'm
the
sure there's a script
transcript.
that short somewhere in there.
Yeah, just paraphrase a little bit and we'll be fine. Okay, good night everybody. See you later.
Goodbye.
Protectors of the city of Hector, Ozzy and Drix.